Okay, you guys, let's look at a shortcut to making ionic compounds. So far we have drawn the pictures, but today we are going to be using something called the crisscross method. So there are 3 steps, and you've got a place in your notes to write these 3 steps. So first you're going to write the element symbol with its charge. And the way to find the element symbol with its charge is a 3-step process. So first, you're going to find the symbol on the periodic table. Then you're going to find the number of valence electrons. Then you're going to decide if it's going to lose or gain to become happy, to get those 8 electrons. Okay? So let's go through that example for barium. So I'm going to find my symbol on my periodic table is Ba. It has 2 valence electrons, and I know it's going to lose those 2. So when you lose 2 electrons, you become a positive 2. So that is where this piece right here comes from. So my barium is a 2+, or +2. My second element is iodine. So find my symbol I. It has 7 valence electrons. So it can either lose all 7 or gain 1. Gain 1 is going to be easier. So when you gain 1, you become a -1. So that is where this piece here comes from. So instead of drawing all that out, we're doing it in our head. Okay, the new part now is that we're going to cross the charges. So we're going to take these superscripts, which are the things, the numbers up above, and we're going to cross them down to subscripts. So we're going to rewrite a subscripts down below. So Ba will get the 1, and I don't write 1s, so there's nothing here. And I will get this 2. Notice when you rewrite, subscripts don't have charges. So there's no plus or minus on those subscripts. You're just bringing the number down. Okay, let's try another one. So again, first step is to get the ion. So I'm going to look on the periodic table. Sodium is Na. It has 1 valence electron, and when it loses that 1, it's going to become 1+. And chlorine, Cl, has 7 valence electrons, so when it gains 1, it'll be 1-. If these numbers are the same, they're going to cancel each other out. So when something cancels, you don't write them. So it's just going to be NaCl. So if the numbers are the same, they cancel. Which means we don't write them. Okay, let's try another one. So strontium, find it on your periodic table, is Sr. Has 2 valence electrons, so we'll lose those 2 to become a 2+. And phosphorus, P, has 5 valence electrons, and it will gain 3 to become 3-. The numbers are not the same, so we're going to cross them. So my strontium, the 3 is going to come down. Notice I write it down below as a subscript, and I drop the charge. And then my P is going to get a 2. So that means I have 3 strontium and 2 phosphorus. Okay, let's look at another one. Barium and sulfur. So when I find barium on my periodic table, it's Ba, and it has 2 valence electrons. So I'm going to lose those 2 to become a 2+. Notice you guys, in all of these, the plus always comes first, the cation, and then the minus comes second. Sulfur has 6 valence electrons, So 6, 7, 8, it's going to gain 2, be a 2 minus. Okay, so this is our special case. If the numbers are the same, that's what we looked at up here. If the numbers are the same, they cancel out. We don't write them. So it's just going to be B-A-S, just the letters. Okay, let's try one more here. So calcium has 2 valence electrons. When it loses those 2, it becomes a 2+. And iodine has 7 valence electrons. So 7, 8, when it gains 1, it's happy. They are not the same, so we're going to cross them. So the calcium will get the 1. Remember, we don't write ones. And the iodine will get the 2. So it is CaI2. So you guys can now do the ionic bonding crisscross method worksheet. This is an exit ticket today, so you will turn that in before you leave with the teacher in the room.